Flex Zone family back again with another NFL 2022 NFL Draft Prospect Profile. God's favorite host, the host with the moist head of the Sports Podcast table. We are the Flex Zone. Throw up your ones and acknowledge us. Back again with my right hand man, Crevonte, baby, head draft analyst here at the Flex Zone. And of course, we're talking about one of our favorite, I think we both can agree, prospects in this draft, one of the most intriguing, but in a great way. Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame. Crevonte, we're back again.
Yes, absolutely. We running through these profiles, man, highlighting these very talented young football players and potential stars.
And we spoke about stars. We're excited to talk about Kyle Hamilton, 6'4", 220, junior from Atlanta, Georgia, much like Malik Willis, who we recently just did. 33-inch arms, 9 and 1/8 inch hands. Went to Notre Dame, of course. 4'5", 40, 38-inch vertical, 131 broad jump, 6.93 cone drill, and 4.32 20-yard shuttle. Cravante, when you see Kyle Hamilton and you talk about his strengths and weaknesses, what's your analysis?
He's a unicorn. He is a absolute unicorn. We do not come across guys of this height in this weight that that can do all that he does on a football field, especially for the defensive side of the football. Because typically, um, guys that are this tall are not fluid in their hips and they change the direction and moving laterally, and he does that pretty well. Usually, guys who are tall at 6'4", they have trouble getting low and making tackles. This guy does not. He does a lot of things well, and I have a list of things well that he does well. Um, Sideline to sideline. Um, don't let literally the the one negative thing I have to say about Kyle Hamilton is the 40 time he ran at the combine. It was around 4.7, 4.6. It was late 4.6, 4.7, something like that. But no. He ran that at his pro day, and I think he ran 4.59 at the combine.
Yep, 4.59 the combine. Yep.
Right. So at his pro day, I want to say he ran a 4.7. So that's not that's not ideal speed, especially at DB. So that was giving cause for concern. But he has so much tape that proves otherwise. Um, I think this is one of those guys who's a gamer, and in between the lines, he's a lot faster than the 4.7 would indicate. He's great in space. I've seen him in slot a lot. Um, Having a guy that has the versatility to be either deep center field or can play the slot receiver or the tight end, we we just don't see guys like this, and he could do all those. Like I say, he can play in the blocks, blitz, and high level change of direction, which I was talking about earlier with guys who are lengthy. And we guys that at wide receiver are getting taller, they're jumping higher, and we need to have defenders that can jump high with them. That's why we like our corners. Well, the way corners are going is like we like them 6'2", and just being able to compete. But not everybody who's over 6 feet tall have good change of direction. Typically, back in the day, corners were 5'10", 5'11", a smidge under 6 feet. But it's hard to beat them with a shimmy move, like because they could shimmy too. And I tell you, and we were actually talking about this yesterday. Running backwards is very difficult for DBs, and that's corners and safeties. Um, but this guy's literally been all over the place. Um, the defensive backfield for the Fighting Irish, and honestly, beginning of the year, guys talking about him being top three. You know what I'm saying? He's a top three, top five talent, and could go as early as three. You know what I'm saying? But there's been some buzz with the quarterbacks. Been some buzz with some defenders like Trayvon Walker, who's popped out, had an outstanding combine, and he shoots up draft boards. And also, just the safety position is not as valuable as positions like quarterback or pass rusher, and or corner, honestly. So if anybody's going to fall, it will be Kyle Hamilton. He could. There's a chance he can slide out the top 10.
Now, slide out the top 10. Would you like him to be a Washington Commander?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because first of all, getting him at 11 would be a steal, an absolute steal. And we haven't had a legit guy at safety since the late great Sean Taylor. And it would be great to have somebody to command the secondary and the defensive backfield.
Now, also, we were talking about guys maybe like Derwin James, Honey Badger, maybe even some Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas,
Or
Ed
Thomas.
Reed. Rao said, maybe a little like Ed Reed, not as good, but comparable. I mean, he's a hybrid, as you said, because he can not only hit, he can cover. Um, really can do it all. I think a guy I would probably take. I think he doesn't fall past 7 with
He
the
shouldn't.
Giants.
He
Right.
shouldn't. He
Right.
should not. He should not. But due to the value of the positions ahead of him, he may. But he's a top five talent, for sure. Top five, top three talent, depending on who you talk to. But he could fall. I could probably almost bank on it that he will fall. But whoever's getting him is going to be an extreme steal and extremely high um, value. We were talking about player comps, pro comps. You went down the names. Um, it's hard to pinpoint one. He's literally a mixture of what all of those guys do well, which makes him a unicorn because he's taller than all of those guys, but has the same change of direction, ball skills. It's just literally everything, and he's a short tackler. And for him to be 6'4" and still be a good tackler, like he has to get pretty low because now he's probably the tallest guy outside of the receivers on the field.
Right.
Love
Yeah,
him, man. Love this guy.
definitely one of the most intriguing in a great way prospects. Probably one of the best safety prospects in the past few years that we have seen, probably since a guy like Derwin James. So it'll be intriguing to see where he goes. Crevonte would love him to fall to his Commanders, but anything else on Kyle Hamilton?
Um, you or him?
Say it one more time.
No, I was saying, did you say anything else for Kyle Hamilton or the Commanders?
Oh, well, that's a whole nother video for the Commanders. But I mean, really not much weakness in his game that you can really pick apart.
No, like I said, the only smidge on his resume or measurables is that very poorly ran 40-yard dash at his pro day. Because there's no way he's a 4.7, and you look at the tape, that's not that's not what he does on tape is not 4.7 at all. Sideline to sideline guy, like I think we all seen the play where he ran from one side of the field literally to the other and made the interception. Like that's not 4.7. And it could be his stride because he is 6'4". Maybe he doesn't seem as fast, but he can get from here to there very, very quickly. And I have somebody else who I want the Commanders to get, but if he falls, the value is just there.
Hey, great value in Kyle Hamilton. Like we said before the year, looking at top 3, top 5. Let's see where he goes. But I don't see him getting outside the top 10. But Crevonte, we going to keep these things rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll be back. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you again for subscribing if you have already. Comment down below. Let us know what you think about Kyle Hamilton or any of our other prospects. Anybody specific you want us to talk about. And check a look at our past videos as well. For Crevonte, only place giving you sports how you want it, Crevonte.
When you need it.
And we're gone. We'll be back with another draft profile here on the Flex Zone Podcast.